Good afternoon, guys. So first of all, I want to start with a 3 thank you note. The first thank you is for AICT, Anna University, and CEG for giving me an excellent education stuff, and it helped me to be where I am today. So thank you, sir. In fact, I studied under your leadership when you were the VC at that time. I passed out in 2000. Right? So our education system, is excellent. There is no question about it. So today we have Sundar Pichai, who's leading Google, and we have the guy in Microsoft who from India, right? Our education system is excellent. Of course, there needs to be some change, and we need to change, and we will change, right? We have solved enormous amount of problem. This is a simple problem to solve. It needs some action with bunch of people together, and that's why we are all together. I'm sure we will solve this problem. And when I was called for this event, right? And second thank you is for chairman. For actually calling me for this event, right? Big thanks to you. I learned a lot from today morning, so many things and so many people coming together to figure out how do we solve this upcoming problem, right? And then I was given an opportunity to talk about product companies. If you see my resume, I worked in Microsoft for I actually passed out of Anna University in 2000, right? And then I worked at Microsoft for close to 8 years. And then after that, I worked at Amazon for last 10 years. Right, so completely on product companies. I'm not from HR side, so I'm actually an engineer, right? Hardcore engineer, still likes writing code, and completely on product side, so not on services companies. So most of my talk and my thoughts will be more tainted towards product companies. What's going on in product companies, right? And people know, 5 years back, if I go and say Amazon, people will be like, why did you leave Bill Gates' company and come to Amazon? Today, if I go and say Amazon, everybody knows what Amazon is, right? So that's what changed in the last 5 years, which is excellent for Amazon, right? So I thought I'll give you a good perspective of what's happening in these kind of product companies, right? And how do we equip ourselves to be very successful in that journey, right? Since a lot of chairmen and principals are here, it'll be good, to get a view of what kind of, teaching and direction we need to do. In my mind, all our kids are super, right? In fact, I am sure a bunch of people in the first row have, grandchildren. The first thing we say is, this guy is, excellent. My grandson, who is like 5-year-old, knows how to operate a cell phone. We didn't know how to operate a cell phone when we were till 20 or 30, right? So all our kids are excellent, even in college, right? We just need to figure out what is the right level of direction we need to give, and who needs to give the direction, right? So that's the mindset in which we need to work, right? If we work in that mindset, I think we should be able to solve the problem. So let's first figure out what's happening in product companies. People all said, hey, technologies are changing, cloud computing is coming, distributed systems is coming. What is cloud computing? What is distributed system? What is it changing, right? I will give you live examples so that you can correlate to what you have seen in the last 3-4 years, right? Even in the last 3-4 years, you would have seen a massive change in the way you live, right? 5 years back, if you want to book a taxi, you will call a fast track number. Today, everybody is using Ola or Uber. Nobody knows what's a fast track number. 5 years back, if you want to book a train ticket, we all will go and stand in front of a railway station at morning 8 o'clock. Today, everybody waits at 10 o'clock because at 10 o'clock, the Takkal thing starts in irctc.co.in. Those are all the changes, right? Without you realizing, slowly things will change, right? Which is good, which is not recent. This is what happened in the last 4-5 years. And our software engineers were able to write code for that, right? And we were successful. But now there is a race that is happening between big product companies. Actually, there is a race for innovation. When I say big companies, it's companies like Google, Microsoft, Apple, and Amazon is going through an innovation race. And who wins that race is very, very important, right? So if you have seen, Sundar Pichai and Jeff Bezos, right? When they spoke in the last 3-4 months back, they both said the same thing. We all felt that mobile application is going to be the future. They both said mobile applications will come to an end. There is a new way that you will live after 3-4 years. So what I'm going to show you is, I'll show you a quick, so actually I am not officially allowed to present a PPT in front of an audience, so that's Amazon's restriction. So I don't have any PPT. Don't think that I didn't prepare PPT. So I don't have any PPT, but I'll show you a quick video of how you will live in the next 3-4 years, right? And that's how you will live. And then we will talk about, if you need to live that way, what kind of engineers and what kind of skill sets that we need to build in our engineers so that they can help you build that life, okay? We'll play the first video.
Alexa, alarm off. Alexa, what's on the calendar today?
You have 12 events scheduled.
Alexa, call me an Uber.
Your Uber will arrive in 2 minutes.
Alexa, what's the weather like today?
There's a 100% chance of showers.
Alexa, pair my Bluetooth speaker.
Okay, paired.
Alexa, it's time to reorder some paper towels.
Okay, order placed.
And Alexa, play my garage music.
Playing your garage playlist from Prime Music.
Alexa, play some jazz.
Playing smooth jazz from Prime Music.
Alexa, who's this?
This is Picnic Basket by Lolatone.
Alexa, turn that up.
Alexa, ask Domino's to send me my last order.
Okay, order placed.
Hey, isn't that Jason Schwartzman?
No, that's not him. I would know if that was him.
I'm pretty sure it's him.
Okay, Alexa, who stars in Mozart in the Jungle?
Stars include Malcolm McDowell, Jason Schwartzman.
Ah, see? That was right.
Alexa, change the bedroom temperature to 65 degrees.
Okay,
Alexa, lights off.
okay.
Alexa, good night.
Good night. Sleep tight.
So what you saw was a one-day life cycle of a normal person from the time he gets out from his morning bed to the time he goes back to the sleep, right? And there you saw an immense amount of technologies which came into picture, right? There is a device software piece, there is natural language processing because somebody is speaking and the machine is reacting, and then there is a cloud computing piece, and then there is an IoT piece where, you know, at the end that person said, Alexa, change the temperature to 75 degrees, right? So many different domains were happening, right? I will give one example of what actually happens when a person gives a command, okay? If you watch that ad, there was one person who said, Alexa, book me a Uber, right? So what actually happens is when the person speaks, the device will listen, the device will record the voice. At that time, there will be a lot of external noise, so it will clean up the voice, and then it sends the voice to the server. The server will do voice to text translation, and then we have algorithms to understand what the text is, and then we'll figure out that, oh, this person is actually trying to book a Uber cab. We'll figure out from which location he called, and then we will log into his Uber account using his account, and then we'll book a cab, and then we'll take that response, and then we'll send it back to the device, and the device said, okay, cab is booked. So many sequences happened when the person gave one command, and all these things needs to be done in 500 milliseconds, right? And this is the exact project my team is working on. Our engineers are actually working on it, right? So now, when you are working on this kind of a product, right, then what kind of engineers do we need? What kind of skill sets do we need? That's the question, right? From morning, I think you have heard enough that jobs are there. We need more skilled people. It is not that jobs are not there. Already Vishy, Vasu, Dinesh, everybody has given that data. Puru has given a lot of data that we are having a lot of jobs. The question is, what do we need to get these jobs, right? And some of these jobs are high-skilled jobs. So if I am asking somebody to write a code, and when he is writing a code, and if that code is not the best code, instead of 500 milliseconds, it will take 2 seconds. Then when I go and say, Alexa, what is the time? And then I have to wait in front of the device for 3 seconds before it says time is 3 p.m. Will you wait? We will not wait. I'll give you one example. Today, how many of you are shopping at Amazon.in? A lot of you, I am sure, are shopping in Amazon.in. You click the browser and say Amazon.in and you enter. If it takes more than 3 seconds, will you wait or will you open some other tab and browse to some other website? You will not wait because we want very fast response. That means the time that we have, right, between milliseconds, we will lose customers. Every millisecond is important. So then what kind of engineers do we need? We need engineers who can write the best optimal code. If you are not able to write the best optimal code, you will lose our customer within milliseconds because customers are not going to wait, right? So that is what we want, right? So now there is another very upcoming technology which is happening. So what you saw was an example for voice-based computing, right? You would have heard about IoT, you would have heard about cloud computing. What you saw is voice-based computing. This is the place where Google, Amazon, Apple, everybody is investing. Very soon, you will not have smartphones. You will have these kind of devices all around the hall. I don't need to say, can you please reduce the light there? I just need to say, Alexa, can you dim the lights? It will dim the lights. Alexa, can you reduce the temperature to 22 degrees? It will. Alexa, how many people are in the room? It will exactly tell me how many people are in the room. Is it difficult to do? It's easy to do. That means the scope of innovation is huge. When the scope of innovation is huge, who needs to take that and actually translate it into products is our engineers. Similarly, we have one more upcoming technology, which just started in the last 1 or 2 years, and it has a very, very, very bright future for the next 10 to 20 years, right? So I'll show you one more video to see what that technology is, and then we'll quickly jump into how do we prepare our engineers for that, okay?
4 years ago, we started to wonder, what would shopping look like if you could walk into a store, grab what you want, and just go? What if we could weave the most advanced machine learning, computer vision, and AI into the very fabric of a store so you never have to wait in line? No lines, no checkouts, no registers. Welcome to Amazon Go. Use the Amazon Go app to enter. Then put away your phone and start shopping. It's really that simple. Take whatever you like. Anything you pick up is automatically added to your virtual cart. If you change your mind about that cupcake, just put it back. Our technology will update your virtual cart automatically. So, how does it work? We used computer vision, deep learning algorithms, and sensor fusion, much like you'd find in self-driving cars. We call it Just Walk Out technology. Once you've got everything you want, you can just go. When you leave, our Just Walk Out technology adds up your virtual cart and charges your Amazon account. Your receipt is sent straight to the app, and you can keep going. Amazon Go. No lines, no checkout. No, seriously.
So again, what you saw here looks like magic, right? You just enter a shop, you just pick something, and then you go out. Actually, it's real. I actually walked onto the shop. The whole roof of that shop is full of cameras. So it will keep tracking. It is not tracking where your phone is. You can swipe and then you can keep the phone outside. It will keep tracking where you are walking, right? The entire roof is full of cameras. And under each item, they have a weighing machine so that it knows what item you are picking, right? You can pick an item from one place and you can keep it in another place and then you can pick it from there. We will still figure out that what you picked is the right item, right? So computer vision. Right? So what is going to happen in the next 5 years is everything is going to be voice or everything is going to be video based. I just played 2 videos from Amazon. I could have played 2 videos from Google or 2 videos from Microsoft where they are also solving the same problem in very different ways. Right? If Sundar Pichai, last week in one of the conferences, actually you should promote your students to see some of those videos. These are all very excellent videos, right? If you just take a photo and show, Google will exactly know what is there in the photo, right? He showed an example where there is a photo, one guy is bending down near a cake. Google will immediately know there is a cake, there is a boy, there is a candle, he is bending down, so there is a birthday party going. It is to that extent. So that's the level of computer vision, that is advancement that's happening, right? So good. From morning, we heard, we have to study computer vision, we have to study artificial intelligence, deep learning, and then, anyway, colleges are evaluated on marks, so faculties are anyway helping them to study on the academics. What should we study? When we are confused, students are more confused. They have limited time. In fact, more than us, students are the guys who have very less time. They have so many things to do in life, right? They have to spend time with their parents. They have to spend at least 2 hours in bus onward to college and 2 hours in bus on the way back to college. And then they have to spend time in college. They have to study academics. On top of academics, you are putting more pressure to attend contest. On top of that, he has to do so many things. Boss, what should I do? If I don't study, my faculty is scolding. But if I don't win in contest, employment is not guaranteed. What should I do? Right? That's the basic question that we should ask. Right? The other common question, so I visit a lot of colleges. Actually, if you see my profile, my passion is to help students grow in their career. I have done more than 1,200 interviews at Amazon, right? That's my biggest passion in life, right? So what should they do, right? So first thing is basics. So a lot of times people ask me questions on, hey, should I learn a lot of technologies? Should I learn big data? Should I learn artificial intelligence? Should I learn machine learning? I see all these videos and then a lot of companies are saying you should do all these things. What should I learn? Stick on to the basics. First, you should know how to write code. If you know all this big data, all those stuff, and if you are not able to write a simple code, nobody is going to hire you, right? Remember, whenever, at least this is for campus, lateral is completely a different ballgame. Whenever a company is coming to college, minimum 300 to 500 people are applying. Agreed? Every college has that much strength, right? Has there been a case where a company is coming and you put only 30 guys in front of the company? No. We'll always put the maximum number of people in front of the company, right? Because we want to give chance for everybody equally. So what is the first step company will do? We need to filter. Because I only have 5 people and I am given only 1 day for interview, right? So I have to filter. Easy way of filtering is I'm going to keep an online test or I'm going to keep an logical aptitude test. He needs to first cross that before even he comes to the face-to-face interview where he can talk about I did this certification or I did that certification, right? On top of that, even if you learn big data or whichever course that you are given, finally it will boil down to you writing code. You have to be a very, very good programmer, right? That's basics. So first thing is make sure your student covers basics. The next question is there was from morning, Anna University registrars are also asked, hey, should I change the curriculum? Our curriculum is very good, right? I will tell you, there are 6 things that all product company interviews are all called competency focused interviews. And between Microsoft, Google, Facebook, Amazon, the evaluation process differs only by plus or minus 5%, right? We focus on coding, data structures, algorithms, CS fundamentals, and OVO concepts. In Anna University syllabus, we have 1 course for C, we have 1 course for data structures, we have 1 course for algorithms, we have 1 course for CS fundamentals, and they have a separate course for OVO concepts. My sister is currently working in Anna University in IT department as a professor. So I exactly review their curriculum every year to see whether the curriculum has that. They have it. So curriculum is not a problem. Are teachers good? Teachers are trying their best. I am sure I already collaborate with a lot of education institutes. I am sure each and every education institute today is taking good amount of efforts to train their professors. They figure out what are all the options. They sometimes send them to corporates to get trained. They spend a lot of money to bring trainers to train their teachers. They are doing their best, right? Then what about students? Students has all the infrastructure. Then where is the gap? The gap is knowing versus being an expert. There is a difference between I know data structures versus I am an expert in data structures. Today there are more than 4 million people who can say I know data structures, but there are less than 400,000 people who says I am an expert in data structure where I can write the best optimal code. That is the switch we need to make, right? So when teachers are teaching or when companies are evaluating or when students are reading off their own, the thing they should know is it is not good enough for me to just know the overview of what it is. Syllabus will only give the overview. Because they need to cater not only to your college, they are catering 2,000 colleges or 769 colleges in Anna University. And their syllabus is in line with the AICT syllabus, which will cater more than 2,000 colleges. So they will make sure all parts of the things are covered. It is students' duty to go and be an expert, and teachers should try the best to go and teach them that expertise on each and every domain. So breadth versus depth. You go depth, not in all, only on basic things like coding, problem solving, algorithms. This is like preparation for IIT. Today there is a race. Of course, the number of jobs is lesser than last year's number of jobs. That is given. It is not that, yes, we have jobs. It's not like there is no jobs. The number of jobs is lesser than the last year's number of jobs. but still it's a very good number. But the number of supply that we have is much, much higher. So there is a race between all the students. The guy who is going to win is the guy who is very good on these fundamentals. If he can get that to his mind, with the help of the best faculties that we already have in all the institutes, with the help of all the best infrastructure that we already have in the institute. Every institute has a very good infrastructure today. Earlier that was a differentiator. Today that is not a case. Go to any college, they have the best labs, they have whatever equipments that is required. We just need to equip the students. And from industry standpoint, last 2 minutes, from industry standpoint, we are ready. But one thing to keep in mind is, see, from industry standpoint, when I go and represent as an Amazon in a college, every college will come and ask me, sir, can you do something for our college? But we cannot cater to 700 colleges, right? You should, that is not practically viable for us, right? Because we have our own task itself will take at least 14 hours a day for us to just finish our own task. On top of that, collaboration is difficult. But personally, there are a lot of people who have gained knowledge by studying here with the syllabus of AICT and Anna University and CEG, where we are all very happy to help our students and our juniors. We are figuring out different methods to see how we can help our students to uplift Tamil Nadu to become one of the best. It's already the best. It's not that we need to become the best. We already have the best people. We just need to see how we can go to the next step. So with that, I conclude, and feel free to interact with me later. Thank you.